Have you ever found yourself pondering why the scent of fresh-baked cookies might transport you back to your grandmother's warm and inviting kitchen? Or how an old song can trigger vivid memories of a nostalgic high school dance? Is it not perplexing to consider the power that memories hold over us? Today we embark on an exciting journey into the fascinating world of memories, the silent narrators of our individual pasts. Our memories serve as a bridge between our past and our present, connecting events, emotions, and experiences in a complex web of recollections. They are not simply images or sounds stored in our brains. They are much more than that. They are emotional imprints, powerful enough to evoke strong sensations years, even decades later. A memory is like a time capsule, capturing a moment, an emotion, a sensation in its purest form. When we recall a memory, we are not just remembering, we are experiencing, reliving, and feeling all over again. From the sweet, comforting scent of Grandma's baking to the adrenaline rush of our first roller coaster ride, our memories are a vast reservoir of experiences. They hold stories of joy, sorrow, love, and everything else that makes us human. They are the threads that weave the fabric of our existence, the foundation upon which we build our perceptions and our understanding of the world. But memories are not just about the past. They influence our present and shape our future, guiding our decisions, shaping our interactions, and informing our aspirations. Give us a sense of identity, grounding us in our personal history, and influencing how we perceive ourselves and the world around us. Think of memories as the brushstrokes on the expansive canvas of our mind. Each stroke represents a specific moment, emotion, experience, or sensation, adding color, texture, and depth to our mental landscape. They paint a vivid, intricate picture of our past, which in turn shapes our present reality and influences our future trajectory. We are, in essence, an intricate mosaic of our memories. But what exactly is a memory? This question might seem straightforward, but it holds an intricate world of complex processes and mechanisms under its surface. In the simplest of terms, memory is the process by which our brain stores and recalls information. Yet this definition just barely scratches the surface of its true depth and complexity. Imagine your brain as an incredibly advanced computer, brimming with countless data files. Memory is like the hard drive of this computer. It tirelessly works to store and safeguard multitudes of data that we accumulate over our lifetime. It is a vast reservoir where all our experiences, feelings, thoughts, and knowledge are carefully filed away. Such a computer analogy is a part, however. It's also important to note that our brain, unlike a machine, evaluates and sorts the information it stores. It's just an indiscriminate data dump. It's more like an organized library where books are curated and shelved according to their importance and relevance. This leads us to a fascinating aspect of memory. Not all memories are created equal. Some memories are vivid and enduring, while others are fleeting and easily forgotten. Our brain is constantly making decisions on what information deserves to be remembered, a process influenced by a myriad of factors including emotional significance, frequency of occurrence, and even our physiological state at the time of memory formation. Important events or information that carry great emotional weight or are consistently reinforced are given something like a VIP pass. These memories head straight to the long-term memory section, there to be stored and retrieved when necessary. On the other hand, less significant details are relegated to short-term memory. These are like the daily newspapers in our library, read and then discarded, often to be forgotten. This is because our brain decides what is important enough to remember and what is not. Important events or information get a VIP pass to long-term memory, while less significant details are relegated to short-term memory, often to be forgotten. Now, you might ask, why do we tend to remember more of the bad things than the good? This is not something that can be simply answered in a sentence or two. Oh no, this concept goes far deeper than that, tapping into the primordial aspects of our very being, our evolution, and the cognitive development of our species. This phenomenon, known as the negativity bias, is not a modern occurrence that sprouted from today's fast-paced, stress-filled environment. It's a deeply rooted survival mechanism that was meticulously cultivated throughout millions of years of evolution. When we think of survival, we often wild animals or remote tribes. But survival is an instinct that is deeply embedded in each and every one of us, including in our psychological processes. Our human ancestors from the prehistoric times, just like animals, needed to remember threats and dangers to stay alive. Every encounter with a predator or a dangerous situation turned into a lesson learned, a memory stored, a strategy developed. These memories were not just recollections of events that happened in the past, rather they served as vital blueprints for survival, shaping responses and guiding future behaviors. And so our brains evolved to give more weight to negative experiences. It's not as if we merely recall these negative instances with more clarity or intensity. On the contrary, these experiences occupy a significant portion of our memory storage, with a greater impact on our decision-making processes and our emotional responses. This does not mean that our brains intentionally focus on the negative. It simply suggests that the human brain has been programmed over countless generations to prioritize survival over positivity. The human brain is naturally drawn to potential dangers and threats, which is why we tend to remember more of the bad things. This evolutionary trait has allowed us to survive and prosper as a species, despite the countless adversities we have faced. So next time you find yourself dwelling on past mistakes or unfavorable events, remember this: our brains evolved to give more weight to negative experiences. So how do memories work in the brain? It's a fascinating journey, really. Imagine, if you will, your brain as an incredibly intricate, complex city, a metropolis teeming with ceaseless activity. This city isn't composed of buildings and infrastructure, but millions upon millions of roads and highways. These aren't your typical asphalt roads, though. These are what we refer to as neural pathways, carrying the traffic of information between different regions of the brain. Every time a memory is formed, it's akin to a new road being constructed in this bustling city. Picture a construction crew working tirelessly, paving a new highway that represents a fresh piece of an experience, a face, a moment. This new road is not well established at first. It's fresh and raw, the neon signs of its existence just beginning to flash. The interesting thing is, the more frequently you traverse down this new road, the stronger and more established it becomes. It's like a car traveling back and forth, wearing down the asphalt, making the route more prominent, easier to travel. This is the reason why repetition plays a crucial in reinforcing our memories. The more we recall, revisit, repeat, the deeper the neural pathways grow, the stronger our memories become. However, memories are not set in stone. They are not archival footage that stays the same each time you play it. Every time we recall a memory, it's as if the construction crew is called back to the site. They don't simply replay the original construction, but they may add a lane, remove a tree, change the color of the signs. It may not be a drastic change, but it changes slightly, subtly every time. This is why two people can remember the same event differently. In conclusion, memories are our brain's way of storing and recalling information. They are not merely stored files that can be accessed at will, but a fascinating blend of emotions, experiences, and perspectives that shape who we are and how we perceive the world around us. Memories, in essence, are the mind's internal storytelling mechanism, narrated by our subconscious and influenced by our personal biases, beliefs, and life experiences. We often overlook the complexity behind the formation, retention, and retrieval of our memories. Influenced by what we deem important, our memories are not always an accurate representation of reality, but rather a subjective interpretation of our past. We tend to remember events that had a significant emotional impact on us, demonstrating a negative bias and often forgetting the mundane and uneventful. Memories are also largely dependent on the strength of our neural pathways. Each memory triggers a unique pattern of neural activity, creating a sort of mental fingerprint. The more frequently a memory is recalled, the stronger these neural pathways become, allowing us to recall the memory more vividly and quickly. This mechanism, known as consolidation, is crucial for the long-term storage of memories. They are the silent narrators of our past, whispering in our ears about days gone by, shaping our present and guiding us towards our future. These memories, no matter how insignificant they may seem, serve as signposts, guiding us through the maze of life. Next time a familiar scent, a song, or a photograph stirs up a memory, take a moment to appreciate the complex process that allows us to remember. Reflect on the feelings they evoke, the lessons they hold, and the parts of your past they reveal. Because without memories, we lose a part of who we are.